Good morning from Pleasure Beach. Park has reopened. Kind of. It is their February half-term event. It's Valentine's Day, and I've left Carly in Edinburgh to come down on my own and do some kids' ride. Who said romance is dead? I've parked up in the main car park, but you don't actually enter in this way today. You enter round at Watson Road. So I'll take you around there, because everything is in South Park today. And I'll show you how we get in. Right, so if you are coming, you go along here to Watson Road, which is the road that goes underneath the Pleasure Beach. And then you go all the way along to where it says the arena entrance, and that's where you go in. So I'll meet you along at that entrance, do the usual stuff, bag check, tickets, etc. And then we'll get inside. Right, so it's not very well signposted, but this is basically where you're going, with a very loud van going past. In here where it says arena, we'll get our tickets checked, do the bags, and then we're inside. Right, that's us inside the park. That was a little bit slow to get through there, but I am curious about today. I was just saying to Keith, who's there, they don't have non-rider today. They only have the one ticket, and it's the usual 25 quid, which I think is okay, but I am curious if they're going to scan us on the rides. As it makes sense when you've got 3 tickets, but there's only one. So, anyway, it's getting loud, so I'm going to keep going and get on some rides. See you in a minute. Right, it's obviously kind of the Nickelodeon event, but they have also opened Wallace and Gromit, which is great to see. I was wondering how much I could be nosy and poke around the park. Not very, there's big barriers there. So, I was hoping to kind of be... I can kind of say, hold on a second. This is my first time seeing Victus in person, and it's up there. I have to say, in person it doesn't look very big, but I know it is because I've done Loki. So right, let's get on this, which seems nice and quiet, and I'll see when I get back off. I just saw some VIPs. There's Andy and Amanda away on Wallace and Gromit. Skipping the queue. Well, there's the first ride of... Oh my god, it's bright. First ride of the day. It's supposed to be snowing today. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, got a wee chat there with Amanda and Andy before we got on that ride, which was nice. Everything was working, which was good to see. Smell pods, etc. Nothing new, but if you haven't been down since last year, or if you haven't been down last year, I should say, there are some additions there for the new movie. They did tease that there's more to come, but I don't know if they were specifically talking about this ride or just the park in general. So anyway, that's one ride done, nice and quiet, and let's actually get into Nickelodeon Land and check out the main event, shall we? Right, I thought I might be nosy if this was running today, but it's not, because there's something over the track, so clearly there's no Pleasure Beach Express, which I don't think it was running last year, but as I say, it would have been a nice way to be nosy around the park and see what else is going on, because I'm pretty sure we'll maybe get round to the toilet block, but I don't think we'll get past that, because I was curious to see things like Skyforce, you know, is that kind of... anything happened to that, I guess? Yes. But right, let's get in here. That crazy man wants to do the log flume, and he's just put up a poll to see if he's doing it. Yeah. I mean, by the time you see this video, the poll's over, and we'll either have done it or not done it. I mean, I've got a change of clothes, so you never know.
I don't.
You're going back to Edinburgh today?
Tonight?
No, I'm not. I'm going back tomorrow. Right, anyway, let's go and do Streak, because it didn't seem to have much of a queue. Right, this one's disappointing. For those of you that know, Carly suggested I do this with a wig to look like Dora, and I've been down a few times with said wig, but it's still not open. Like, it's not open at all for the February thing, and it was shut last year as well, so I'm not sure what's going on with it, like if there's actually a problem with it, or because, you know, it's a Nickelodeon event, and well, that's one ride down, which is a little bit disappointing. Everything else seems to be open though. I think last year it was the Krusty Krab that wasn't open, so everything else is open if you are coming down. I will talk about food shortly, because clearly if you are coming, you need to eat, and the park doesn't let you bring your own food, so I'll cover what options there are, but as I said, let's go on next streak, shall we? That's the view you want when you're doing next streak, an empty ramp. Because if you know this ride, you know that well, it's only got one train, so it's not the it's not people eater. But when you can get all the way up the ramp, yeah, and all the way along there as well, it should only take about 5 minutes. Happy days. Right, there we go. That is my first coaster in Pleasure Beach for the season. I mean, I did coasters over in Energylandia a few weeks ago, but good to get back on that. It was a little bit more janky than I remember. I really love that ride. I always have done. For me, it's probably my favourite Woody here, which I'm sure others will disagree with. But right, we're going to go and do the other Woody, Blue Flyer. You know, start extreme and get less. Wait, what am I getting to? Oh, there's a plane. There's a plane. Keeps pointing out there's a plane. No idea what kind of plane that is, but anyway, let's go and do Blue Flyer, and I'll see if I get off that.
It's closed at the moment, guys. Sorry.
We're not doing Blue Flyer. It's not running. Damn it. Right. Something else. This is a little bit odd. I was expecting all of this to be fully closed off. I mean, that bridge there is, can't get down that way. But I wasn't expecting to be able to get in here and have a nosy. Somebody was saying maybe it's hotel guests, but I don't know if that would be enough. Anyway, I don't know if we're going to see anything, but I'm going to be nosy anyway. Still don't know what the long-term plan is for this. I mean, oh, they've got the seats in there from the beside the ghost train, and then the sign for over by Derby Racer. So I'm guessing this is just kind of like where they put stuff during the winter maintenance, and things will probably get put back around the park later on. But I'm going to go and see if there's anything else to see, and then we'll get back and get on some rides. I did ask about Airbender. Doesn't open till 12. Don't know if that is every day or just today. So we'll be nosy, and then we'll get back into Nick and get on some rides. Right, there's no changes here. It's still in that suspended state. The gate is open, which is a bit odd. And there's nothing. This is still being used for like all the Walk the Woody and Walk the Big One stuff. So I still don't think it's coming back. Maintenance-wise, we've got the horses from Steeplechase over there. So and they're scaffolding up on the Icon building. I think the last couple of years have been a little bit of paint peeling off, and they fixed some of it last year. It looks like they're probably fixing the rest of it this year, which is great. Always love a little bit of TLC. I'm curious why this bit's open, because there's nothing here. There's no food options or anything. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get back into Nickelodeon Land and get back on some rides. Right, this one's a little bit weird, because if you go on the website and you go on the app, the Chinese puzzle maze has been removed, which I'm not sure why, but it is open and it is running today. Well, running. You can go in and get lost. So, I'm not planning on doing that today, but that's another thing, if you are coming down for this event, that you can get in there and be a little bit nosy. So, right, anyway, as I said, let's get back into the rides. That's the whole point of being here, right? You might be wondering why I did that, because if you know me, you know I don't do Zamperla discos. That's one of the better ones. It's one of the few that I actually enjoy. It's kind of reasonably forceful, and it doesn't have that daft hump in the middle. So, there we go, that's that done. Right, there's a bunch of others. I'm going to get on everything, except for the circus bounce thing, because I don't think my fat ass will fit. But everything else, I'm going to get on. So, hello! So, let's go and get on something else. Right, everybody's gone to Alton Towers for their pirate event. I've come to Blackpool for theirs. Anyway, let's see if this is any good. Right, there we go, that's a shot on Backyardigans. I was too busy chatting to Keith, but it's reasonably forceful actually for a kid's ride. Now I'm standing next to Diego's balloon thing. So we'll go and do that, because I see Andy Hygate still standing outside Blue Flyer. So that's not running yet. So we'll go in there. Oh my god, there's a big queue. Right, this could take a little while. I'll see you in a minute. Right, I've come on this. I'm on my own because apparently there's 3 of us, but apparently you can only fit two grown men in each car. I don't know if that's space-wise or weight-wise, but yeah, I'm on my own. I did mention I was going to say something about food. Whee! It looks like, well, Big Kitchen, Pizza Kitchen is open, and there's a little snack shack down there, and I think that's it. Last year I'm sure they brought like a wee hot dog stand in, but it does feel like that's the only 2 food options that I've seen. There may be something down opposite Alice. I don't know if any of that's open. I haven't checked that out yet. But anyway, I still don't see Blue Flyer running. I spoke to Andy and he did say there's always one ride on opening day, and today it's Blue Flyer. So maybe we'll get on that later on. But yeah, right, after this I think it's going to be ferry, taxi, spin, that thing down there. And then Keith wants to do Rugrats. I might join him. And I'm probably not going to do the Splash Battle SpongeBob thing. And then it might just be some rewrites I want to get back on next week because I like that. So anyway, looks like we're going back down. So I'll see you on ground level. Right, so that's Diego's balloons thing done, and now I've come on the taxi spin. But I'm not impressed with the Uber driver. This guy here doesn't know what he's doing. Ah! Oh jeez, he's not getting a 5-star rating, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I've already got 5-star all the way.
Anyway, let's go. Oh, he's going to make me sick, isn't he? Right, let's do this. And then I think he's doing Rugrats. Apparently Keith has his finger all the way down on the button and we can't go all the way up. Maybe I need to go on that diet. Sometimes I question my life choices.
Oh!
Ah! See? That's why I will question my life choices. This man has a lot to answer for. Jesus! He's got a lot to answer for. I think I might be wet by the time this is done. I'll see you in a minute.
Or two. Shit! Why do we do these things? That's it, done, dusted.
That wasn't the brightest thing we've ever done. Anyway, just a little bit. Right. Aye. I don't know if we're going to get some grub or if we're going to go and do some more rides, but I'm a bit soggy. Right, so getting back to the food thing, none of the ones down here are open. I thought the arena might have had some grub, but apparently it's drinks only. There is the tea cafe up the top, and then obviously the pizza kitchen, so I'm going to go and grab a gyros, and then go back and do some rewrites. Right, I'm just going to go and grab some lunch, and these boys have come over to say hello.
Hello. Hello. Follow Coaster Dad.
You having a good day?
Coaster Dad. Oh yeah, I'm having a great day.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys.
Bye.
See you around. Right, slight change of plan. I was going to go and get the gyros, but I decided to come in Pizza Kitchen instead. More food, and I thought it would be warm. It might be, but I'm wet, so I can't tell. $16.99 for the buffet, or $15.30 if you're a season pass holder. I mean, it's unlimited food and includes a drink. It's not bad, and usually the pizzas are pretty good. So hopefully a plate turns up soon, and I'll get tucked in. Pretty sure they've never had spicy beef pizza here before, so that's new. I'll give that a shot. And the garlic bread, if you've been here, you know the garlic bread is decent. So they've got a decent sort of salad bar, multiple pizzas, pasta, etc. So we're going to get tucked in. Right, just had a nice wee chat there with Andy Hygate. Came over and spent about 5 minutes chatting to us all. It's good to catch up, and he kind of teased there might be something coming to Enso this year. No idea what that is. Maybe it's a price drop. Who knows? Also know why Dora's not open. Apparently they're replacing bits of the trough, so it will be open later on this year. So I'll get that wig ready. But if you haven't checked out my other videos, because we've lost a few parks lately, I'm on a mission this year to support as many little parks as I possibly can. And the big guys as well. I will be at Blackpool a lot. I will be at Towers a lot. I know it's not popular, but I will still be there. And I am going to do a 2-week trip around all the little parks. So, as I've said in other videos, I appreciate that not everybody's got disposable income kicking around, but if you do, and you can go to these parks, please do go and visit them. Buy a hot dog, buy a keyring, just show some support, because we've lost too many parks lately, and I don't really fancy losing another one. So
also mean you have to go to M&D's again, Chris?
Maybe. Thanks for that, Keith.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go back and redo Streak, and then redo Gromit, and I don't know if I'll redo anything else. There's only about an hour and a bit left of the park. So let's get back on Streak, shall we? Oh, right. Well, that's a second shot on Nick Street done, and I said earlier I thought it was a little bit janky. That was a lot better. So maybe I just had a wheel seat the last time. I enjoyed that. That was good. Right, I think I'm going to go and do Wallace again. See you over there. Right, just had another shot there on Wallace and Gromit. I mean, obviously nothing has changed. Still a few issues with the lighting that would be good to see them fix. But anyway, I'm going to call it a day. There's like about an hour left, but I've done everything I needed to do, and I'm freezing. So I'm going to leave the park, and I will be in Towers tomorrow for their pirate event, and that should be out tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe for that. If you've enjoyed this one, hit that like button. As always, I've been Chris, you've been watching Coaster Dad, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios!